Welcome to today's adventure. It's been a long time since I've gone in any mines. It's been years since I've been in this one. I used to go in this one all the time. But we're just gonna take a nice, slow exploration through it and we'll see how it's changed. The cart tracks right there. That's the entrance. And we still got quite a ways to go. If I remember correctly, this is a dead end. I think it just stops right here. Yep. All right. Continue on. I've been in this one before in the springtime, and it's just completely flooded in here, and there's just waterfalls coming down. Completely different. Pilings have been pulled up. They've been like that for probably since this place closed. Sorry, my camera's in the shop. These are markers for the depth. So what's above us? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I'm not an expert, but I assume that means 600 feet. It's probably marked here. Who knows, probably 50 years ago or more. There's a pipe here that I believe is probably for compressed air to run the drills and whatnot. Maybe for water too, I'm not sure. I've been in a lot of abandoned mines and toured a lot of mines. I'm not an expert, but you can correct me in the comments. Alright, this is one of my favorite parts in this mine. This barrel. I'm so happy to see it's still here. In fact, someone's definitely moved it. I don't remember it being at this junction. It's like people are kind of collecting stuff, piling them up. Still some stuff left. Remnants of mining when it was in action. Both of these, I believe, end in dead ends too, but we'll still check them out anyway. Look at that. Goes way up there. Nice and wet here. Supports are all soft and spongy. It's definitely caved in down there. There's all kinds of piping and stuff still here. Careful not to trip on it. There's remnants of random mining stuff. And then we have a dead end. Remnants of fellow explorers. We had a good time in here. I will be having a good time later. 41. How cool is that? How cool is that? 1928. Look at that. He made a portrait. Look at this wall here. So cool. Glad to see it's still here. Look at this. Sketchy ass ladder. And it goes way up there. Way up to more levels above us. It's just the sketchiest looking setup ever. Ladder on a barrel. I just love it. And there's a rope right here that goes all the way up there. If I wasn't here alone, I would totally try that. I think this also ends in a cave in. Sure does. I can tell by the way my voice sounds different. It's just holding up the mountain. And there's graffiti in here from 1928, so who knows? This could be holding up the mountain for the last almost 100 years. And then this is just completely caved in. And then here we're kind of in the main room. This massive structure. Play the tracks turn. It's hard to see, but there's a chute right there. Or like under a vertical shaft. And right here, there are shafts below us. That's so far down. I'll try to get a better view down there. This goes right below us. There's freaking. Look at this. It's just massive structure in here underground. I mean, it looks like it was made with the same stuff, the graffiti in 1928. But I just love this guy so much. Reminds me of the mining legend, the Tommy Knockers. They're like little gremlins that messed with the miners. They'd steal their lunch and like misplace their tools and all kinds of stuff. I think the legend came from these guys being down in the mine so long and out of the light that they just started hallucinating all these gremlins and things, fucking with them. Just love that legend so much. And I would love it if there's little gremlins in here running around. Head down to the end of the main shaft. And then that'll do it for this mine exploration. I don't know if you can see it, but all the way down there, still see the light from the entrance. There it is. In the summertime, it's still dripping deep inside of the mountains. I love it. Alright, this is the end where they stopped drilling. And look at that. There's more graffiti. Not quite as old though, 1971. That's still a long ass time ago. Another person had a good time in here. Telling me to smile. I am smiling. And then here you can see the blast holes they drilled in here. They were going to continue this tunnel. They drilled these holes to place the dynamite, break through the rock. But for whatever reason, they decided to stop mining operations at that time, and they stopped drilling here. Doesn't matter, you know, time goes by, there's still people like me that explore these places like these people did decades ago. They were standing right here. It's pretty cool. Alright, we'll head back. Let's head to that light. It's all the way at the end of the tunnel. Probably barely see it on camera. Sure. To duck your head. Oh, it's nice and rainy and stormy. That little tiny entrance got us into that wild underground world. How sick is that? Again, as always, thank you for joining me on another awesome adventure, awesome mining adventure. To a mine I haven't been to probably in 3 or 4 years. And you know I'm gonna get shit in the comments, like don't go in abandoned mines, blah blah blah. You know, this is my life, my risks. I know the mines I'm going into. I don't take any stupid chances.